The earliest mention of someone called Aesop, Greek Aesopos, comes from the pen of the historian Herodotus. Talking about a famous courtesan called Rhodopis, he says, "She was a Thracian by birth and owned by a Samian called Eadmon, the son of Hephaestopolis, another of whose slaves was Aesop the fabulist. That he too was a slave of Eadmon's is proved above all by the fact that when the Delphians proclaimed, on the advice of the oracle, that anyone who so wanted could claim compensation from them for Aesop's life, no one came forward until Eadmon's grandson, who was also called Eadmon, claimed it. This shows that Aesop belonged to Eadmon." Histories, Book 2, Chapter 134. So, in about 425 BCE, Herodotus took Aesop to be a real person who had lived in the middle of the 6th century BCE, contemporary with Rhodopis and the Egyptian pharaoh Amasis. That he had been a slave on the island of Samos, the greatest Greek state at the time — slavery was an unfortunate presence throughout the ancient Greek and Roman worlds — and that he had been killed by the people of Delphi, the religious and oracular site in central Greece. All these are constant elements of the Aesop legend. The legend was already flourishing at the time of Aesop's first appearance in Greek literature, about 100 years after his death. His death at the hands of the Delphians is said to have come about as follows. He visited Delphi — by this time he had long won his freedom from enslavement — and while there he insulted the Delphians in some way, perhaps by accusing them of profiteering from their status. The enraged Delphians planted in Aesop's belongings a golden cup that was used in their sanctuary for religious purposes, and then accused him of stealing it. The penalty for temple robbery was death. But, after executing Aesop, the gods visited the Delphians with crop failures and diseases, and so they offered the compensation Herodotus mentions in order to avert divine wrath.